Cody, I want Seiya Suzuki. I want him bad. He's the perfect fit for the Phillies. How do we make a deal?
Are you going to give me my guy Kyle Schwarber back?
Absolutely not.
No.
We do love him
Next,
here.
he's next on the table.
Listen, I'm assuming you guys saw like the Joel Sherman article. That's why I'm here, right?
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Just to put it simply, for me, I not to take credit away from him. He's great in the industry. He knows what he's talking about. But I believe his source that he has doesn't know something, or it's just completely off. It doesn't make any sense to me why Seiya Suzuki would be on the trade market for the Cubs. He also has a no trade clause too. So it's like, does Seiya even want to leave Chicago? The whole process of, if the Cubs went to him and told them that they are considering it, I don't know how that plays out, obviously, right? Like, there's a lot of semantics to that, but when I saw that rumor, I was very surprised. It was one of those like, oh, you're sitting at your computer, minding your own business, doing some work, whatever. Then you see it, and then you like scream right at your computer because I'm like, this doesn't make sense, and this is a no from me, dog. So obviously it depends on what you could get back in return. I think he has a lot of value right now, at least as a hitter. I would say, I guess for you guys, he's probably a better defensive outfielder than Nick Castellanos, but he did take a step back defensively last year. It got so bad to where they were DHing him like the last 2 months of the year. So yeah, I mean, I think for Cubs fans, Seiya has been a little underwhelming in terms of power, but as an overall hitter, I think he's like top 15, top 20 in OPS among outfielders in all of baseball, which is, it's hard to find these days. So I don't blame you for wanting him. I think his value is very high right now. I don't know what you're willing to give up. So if you want to make a deal,
so what are the Cubs
that's
looking
why
for?
I said my guy Kyle Schwarber.
Is it pitching that the Cubs are looking for? Like, because I know the farm system's kind of rich in outfield talent, which could be part of the reason to maybe wiggle out of the 2 years and $19 million left. But are they looking for young pitching? Is that their course here?
Yeah, they're definitely out there in the market right now trying to get pitching. Obviously, Cody Bellinger is in the market. They basically don't want to pay him. Like, that's what it looks like. They don't want to pay him that $27.5 million. He didn't live up to $27.5 million last season. He's got that next season and on top of the year after if he chooses to opt in. But yeah, I bring that up because it seems like he's on the block to try and bring some pitching back. I think the Cubs are looking for a top 3 of their rotation starting pitcher. I think they're definitely deep into the bullpen market as well. So, yeah, I just when it comes to Seiya, I don't know. Like, I guess it would be if they traded Seiya and kept Bellinger. Again, it's hard for me to try and figure out what their process here is on trying. If they, just for the sake of this conversation, this exercise, I don't know who they would want in return or what they're trying to get in return for Seiya other than a bat, because they're already trying to trade Bellinger. Nico Horner's also on the trade market as well. So they have a lot of prospects. They have 8 top 100 prospects. And a few of them are on the brink of making their major league debuts. A few of them should debut next year for sure. But the Cubs are also going into a year where there's a lot of pressure on their front office to win. And I would find it very, very, very disheartening and surprising if they really went into a year where there's a lot of pressure to actually win, with going with a bunch of rookie players that, like, again, I'm high on them. I like a lot of them, but you just don't know what's going to happen with those. At the end of the day, they are prospects. So for me, it's all about balance. Like, I would love to see some of those guys get an opportunity while this team is trying to win with some of the guys that they have that have been productive. So if you want to talk, I think it's more likely that you guys could get someone like Bellinger than Seiya personally.